delicious meal called white cheddar macaroni. For this meal, you shall need a few things: a medium-sized pot with water, a stove, powdered cheese, noodles, and lots of time and patience and love. The first thing to do is to have a clean, spacious area. But this is TV, and we don't need that. The first thing to do is to wash your hands. Always use warm soapy water. Make sure you get over the hands. Once you've done that, you should get your medium pot and fill it up with the water, about 3/4 of the way. Turn your stove on to high and wait until the water has boiled. Since this is TV, our boiled water has already sped up. Next, you should take your noodles and pour them in nice and evenly. Get a spoon, stirring instrument, and stir every 5 to 7 minutes. The best way to know when your noodles are ready is when they are chewy, but still a little bit hard. And now, a word from our sponsors. Eggs! A product created in Canada. They come in a large size of 12. That's a dozen. Ziploc bags, they come in a pack of 10. Ziploc bags are easy and efficient and don't take up a lot of space. And now we're back. As you can see, it is bubbling, making it stir almost by itself. Some ingredients that are often good in making it taste much better is milk, butter, so I shall be doing that right now. As you can see, I have many ingredients. You should always keep your butter, milk, close out to the front, because they are always used most. Let the butter and milk sit out a little bit so that the butter may melt faster in the pot. You must always be careful with a boiling fire gas stove, because if the flames are to come over the pot, you may touch it, burn yourself, and it could be very severe and dangerous. As you can see, the noodles are stretching in size a bit. Look at the water as it bubbles and here. Make sure you remember always to stir it. And now, we have a little bit of commentary from our guest here today, Mitchell Hughes.
Hello everyone. Now, macaroni is quite easy to make, although you must watch it or else it will burn. If so, throw it at those damn crows who keep eating your food whenever you get off the porch in the summertime when you're eating your corn. I mean, seriously. Anyways, as Birdie was saying, you have to wait till the noodles are tender. And as soon as they are tender and larger in size than they were originally, it's good to take them out, put them in a colander, which we have here, this blue dealio, and shake it around for a bit, add the butter, milk, stir it up, and you're all done. And now, back to Birdie.
Alright, As you can see, our noodles are getting close to done. We shall see that they shall be done in about another 5 minutes or so. So you should probably get your strainer ready. Strainers come in a lot of different shapes and sizes. You should always have one that's about the size of your sink so that it can drain through properly and it doesn't flip and turn and you don't lose ingredients. Now, let's take a look at these noodles. They seem just about done. One of the best things to have with your kitchen space is that you do not have young children or animals running around. For if they bump into it and you hit the pot, it may fall and it is scalding hot water, which can very badly damage your skin and give you third-degree burns and even second-degree burns and even third-degree burns. And that would mean a trip to the hospital and probably end my cooking shows. That wouldn't be very good, would it be? Let's take a look at these noodles. They seem to be about done. So we shall now strain them. Make sure, when handling, first, you must turn off your stove so that it does not catch fire to any clothing articles or anything. Let it cool down for a little bit. And make sure your strainer is always ready. And once your strainer is ready and your pot has cooled down a little bit, carefully making sure that nobody is around to be hurt, slowly dump the noodles into our strainer. If you have a hose, rinse it off a little bit, not too much because it will become cold. Shake it off a bit. Get out any of the water. Now that all the water is out, it's cooled down, you then put it back into your medium bowl. Make sure you have something to scrape it with so that any parts that become stuck you don't lose. I often like to put my fire back onto very low so I may easily put in my butter. So you don't need a lot of butter for this. About, I'll say, half a centimeter or so, wedge about this size. Just take an easy butter knife, cut about half a centimeter. Put it in. And once you have your cheese in, you must mix the butter in so that it melts nice and evenly. This will give it a more smooth and shiny texture and add lots of flavor, making it not dry out as fast as you eat it. Alright, our guest here, Mitchell Hughes, will help me now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sad to say that is all the time we have for today. Brody will simply mix the cheese in, mix the milk in, and we'll be done. It's that simple. You can do it at home with simple ingredients. Good night, everybody, and enjoy the meal.